All right, I am live. Good morning, everyone. Hope you all had a great weekend and happy Monday. All right, in this stream, I'm actually going to be doing a few things. I am trying to figure out whether GLM and DeepSeek is worth actually using, because if you didn't know, both DeepSeek and Z.AI GLM-4.5, you can use them. You can use the model with Claude code, which is really interesting. The question that comes to my mind immediately is, okay, this is cool, but does all the Claude code features still work? That's the question. Like, does sub-agent still work? Does command still work? Does planning mode still works? So I'm gonna check all that out in this stream. And yeah, and I'm gonna be working on a few tasks on my Claude Maestro application using just comparing using the same task and just comparing the different models, seeing which one does the best. And if Z.AI or DeepSeek models can potentially be a backup in a way for Opus or Sonnet, I just feel like if I can lower my subscription price of $200 to $100 and then subscribe, if you don't know, Z.AI has a coding subscription. I can subscribe to literally $3 or $15, which is amazing. And both of these have access to the flagship model, which is GLM 4.5. Or I can use the DeepSeek API using DeepSeek 3.1 model, which is really good as well. Yeah. Anyway, let me just figure out what task I want to be. What task I'm going to be working on today. This is the project. Let me just start it up. But on dev here, cd into my Electron project. I need to bump the size up. I keep forgetting every time I'm on stream. I need to make sure that, okay, this is the right size. All right, bun run dev here, and right, okay, everything is ready to go. Now, I'll show you what I've set up. So first of all, if I close this Claude code, right, and I do Z.C, this is actually going to launch Claude code using the Z.AI GLM 4 with Z.AI API, which uses GLM 4.5. The annoying thing here is if I do /model, it doesn't show me, it still says Opus, but it's actually using GLM 4.5. And I've also set up another alias, so if I do DC, it actually launches with a DeepSeek model. And if I go model here you can actually see that it's specified a DeepSeek chat model right here. But the question is, how did I set this up? This is actually really easy to set up, and I can show you. Let me just show you really quickly how I set this up. If I go to my dot files, gosh, I need to make sure that I won't reveal my secrets. First, let me just close this. I'm gonna attempt to show you my z.chrz file without, hopefully I don't have any secret in here. Okay, so in my z-shell rc file, I have alias here, zc, which is going to be Z.AI model. So here I'm specifying the anthropic base URL to the Z.AI base URL. This is all these environment variables are specified in my Z profile file, okay? And all I have to do is just define these before I actually run Claude. And I do the same thing with DeepSeek model. And with DeepSeek, there are a few other environment variables here. And I got these, I'll show you where I got these from. These are directly from here, actually. So it's pretty straightforward to set all this up. I highly recommend you guys try this out. It's interesting. Okay, anyway, let's go back, and what should we test first? I'm gonna test Z.AI GLM-4.5 first. And to do this, I'm actually going to now pick a task. Right. Okay, an easy task for me to just test out on first is, as you can see, if I go into one of these, instances, I can see that there are three previous, I hope, I'm gonna try to enlarge this as much as I can so you guys can see it. It says 3 previous message collapse. I can't actually uncollapse these messages. I wanna be able to click here and then I will be able to, I want to be able to expand these messages. That's what I mean. Oh my gosh. This is always hard when I first start a stream. I'm like all jizzed. Okay. Right, moving on. Now, let's just start with a plan mode. I'm using GLM-4.5 here. So let's go with, how do I word this? Add ability to, actually, I'm gonna clear first because it's locked into this file. Add ability to expand collapse messages. For example, if user clicks on the text saying something like that, saying 3 messages, all previous messages should be shown. I'm gonna have this set on plan mode. Add ability to expand collapse messages. Expand collapse messages. For example, if user clicks on the text saying 3 previous messages collapsed, all previous messages should be shown. Okay, I think that should be enough. Analyze all relevant code before Ultra. Think of the best implementation solution for this feature. Okay. Let's see. By the way, I am using GLM 4.5 here, so we'll see if this is going to be any good. I'm also going to run this exact prompt again. Actually, let me just save this prompt. I'm gonna do it with DeepSeek, and also I'm also gonna do it with Opus, because we'll be able to see and compare if, you know, if any of these models can actually live up to Opus standards. And now we wait. Oh my gosh, I should have done this in a work tree so I can run it all in parallel. Should I have done that? Should I just cancel it and do it? You know what? For this first test, I'm just going to do one at a time. And then I will create work tree. I promise. And then we won't be waiting as long. Let me just, while it's doing that, I'm going to check out what other tasks I can actually queue up as well. So I have another task, rendering performance optimization. And this is going to be, okay, never mind. Let's look at this. Wow, it actually did the plan mode thing. Okay, that's a first check. Wait, let me write down the things that I need to test out. I need to test out I need to test out plan mode, commands, agents. Sorry, I mean sub agents. What other features does Claude? I don't use hooks. I don't know if any of you guys use hooks, but I just don't use hooks. Output styles. I don't use output styles either. I only use sub agents and commands, and not So I'm just gonna see if all these mainly sub agents and commands work with GLM-4.5 and DeepSeek. Okay, let's just review this plan now. Okay, the ability to expand collapse messages when user clicks on text showing X previous message collapse. So that's referring to this text right here. All right. Implement strategy, update message filtering logic. Can I open this file? That file does this not exist? Oh my gosh, why is it? Keep scrolling. Why are you scrolling like that? Why are you scrolling like that? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna keep going. Add message expansion state interface to track which message groups are expanded. Modify filtered messages to respect expansion state when determining visibility. Create utility function to collapse message IDs for a given message. Okay, to create message expansion store. Why though? Create a user stand store to manage extension state across application. Store will track which message groups are expanded collapse. I mean, does it need to though? Update base message bubble. Makes the collapse count text clickable and expand collapse. Icon, okay. Update message history component. Subscribe to the expansion store, refilter messages when expansion state changes, pass expansion state to the message list, component, update plan and code face views, connect the expansion store to both plan and code phase views. Okay. I mean, the only part I'm not quite happy about here is the create news stand store. I wonder if there's a better way to do this. I mean, I guess the stores that I already have are pretty big, and there's not really the best way to do this. Let me just go ahead and actually keep planning. You spent $5 on Anthropic API this session. Got it. Thanks. No, that's actually is using GLM 4.5. But okay. Instead of creating a completely new thus stand store, would it be possible to save the state in unified task? Instead, do correct me if I'm wrong about this. Let's see if this works. Okay, well, it's doing that. Running performance. So if, okay, it already did it. Let's see, ability, implementation, update task management store, add action to expand collapse messages group for a task, add selector to get expansion state for a task. Update the task assistant. Okay, update unified type. Unified task type, add expanded message groups, set string properties to track expanded message groups, or add message expansion state to track expansion message group ID. Not gonna lie, planning like this kind of sucks. It's not, I don't understand what it's trying to do here. Because this feels like it feels like it's trying to do this, which I already have, show more, show less. I'm trying to expand all the messages. So 3 previous message collapse, meaning if I click on this, it should show 3 different messages from the assistant. Expanded message groups. Properties to track expanded message groups. Or ability to expand collapse messages when user clicks text showing. Add action to expand collapse message group for a task. But the thing that I'm wondering is, how do we know, or am I missing something here? Message filtering. Okay, update filter messages to accept expansion state as a parameter. Update filtering logic to respect expansion state when determining visibility. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So if a message, where was it? If a message ID is inside the set, then we're not going to collapse it. Okay, makes sense. Let's go ahead and yes, and auto accept edits. But first, Let me just create a new branch here. Git branch GLM. Git check out branch GLM. Did I do it wrong? Okay, let's just, all right, it's checked out. Okay. Yes, and auto accept edits. Cool, let's see. All right, this is going. I wish there was a way to see how much I have used up from GLM 4.5, but I don't think they provide a way for me to actually see analytics. Oh well, that's fine. Looks like it's making changes. You know what? I'm gonna look up how I need to create new work tree. Okay. Because this is going to take a while. If I keep having to switch back and forth, this is gonna drive me nuts. Okay, ghosty. I'm just gonna go here, Claude Maestro, and get work tree add B, and this is gonna be for DeepSeek trees. I hope this works. Let's just double check. Okay, it did create. Wait. Do I normally not have this? Because usually, let me just check my git ignore. Trees. Still seeing it. Oh, I see. Whoops. Delete that. Remove the work tree. Gonna kill this branch. Delete DeepSeek. Delete. Go back. Go C here. And I'm actually going to DeepSeek here. And hopefully, by doing that, great. Okay, it works, I think. Where's the trees folder? Trees. Okay. We have DeepSeek in here, and that's still going. And I'm actually going to create another tree, Opus. Okay, so now we have two separate work trees, and what I'm gonna do is, could I just like open? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to open a new instance and manually navigate there. Gonna go to prototype, Claude Maestro, trees, DeepSeek, boom. Open another one. Gonna go to Claude Maestro, trees, and Opus. Open. Okay. And DeepSeek. I think DeepSeek is more expensive than GLM-4.5. Not sure how much more expensive, but it's more expensive. But not as expensive. It's like in the middle between Anthropic and Z.AI. So now that I have this, I'm gonna go ahead and actually run the same prompt in here with Opus. So in Opus, what is it doing? Clear, and okay. In here, I'm just gonna set it to plan mode and put in the exact same prompt and have it go. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with DeepSeek. Man, this is so much better. Oh, I need to actually launch this using DeepSeek. So DC, that's my alias for DeepSeek. And yes, you can see that it is using DeepSeek here. Clear. I am going to paste in the exact same prompt. Shoot. Wrong. I need... Whoops. Clear. Okay. Plan mode. Plan. Oh my gosh. What is happening? Plan mode, please. Okay, go. Great. Now I'll just come back to this once that's done. And is this done? This is Opus. Nope, not nowhere near done. Okay, is Z.AI done? No, it is not done. Wow, let's see. Okay, expanded message groups, message expanded state, tracks. Okay, this is looking good. It is implementing the plan. So plan mode does work. And then I'm gonna test out commands and agents as well. I'm curious. And I'm also curious if it's actually obeying the Claude.md file. It should, since this is really Claude Code's feature. Okay. And Opus is done. Okay, obviously, I'm sure this is going to be great. Let's see if it's how close it is to GLM 4.5. Implement the ability to expand, collapse previous hidden messages by clicking on X previous. Okay. Message filtering logic, add a new expand messages that takes filtered messages and an expansion state. Okay. Create expansion state management hook okay. To manage expansion state per task or okay, update message history component, add expansion state management using the new hook, pass expansion handlers to message rendering function, update message list component to include collapse message when expanded, update base message button. Okay, this is quite a bit more. Where is that expansion state being stored? Store expansion state. Is it add a new hook? Okay. Does that mean it's going to modify where is it? Where is it storing the state? Add expansion state management message history using the new hook. Okay. Base message bubble, make the collapse count text clickable. Yeah, that's just UI stuff. Add message bubble component. Yeah, that's more UI stuff. Okay. Add visual feedback. Add animation when. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of nice. But then let's see, files is going to modify correct. Yes. New files to create. Use. Okay. I'm curious where it's going to store the expansion state. Inside this hook, is it going, so it's not going to be persistent? So it's not going to be persistent? I'm actually kind of curious. Let me see what DeepSeek came up with. All right. Expanded collapse message implementation plan. Add expanded sequence. By the way, if you don't know what this planning is all about, basically I am trying to implement a feature where if I click this 3 collapse message button, it will expand all the message so I can see everything. Okay. Expand collapse message implementation plan, add message sequences state to task store. Okay. Oops. Behavior update base message bubble. it's doing similar thing, but it's going to create hooks for managing expanded state. Use expanded sequences, use toggle sequence. Not great here. Interactive text. Okay. This approach maintains. I mean, Opus is not. Opus is close. Man, GLM 4.5 really came through on this one. I feel like. Is it done? No, it's not done. Oh, it's just testing. Okay. Doing the last part. Oh, it's better than nothing. I'm gonna try to direct this a little bit more. This is Opus. So if the store use message expansion. Okay. Could you, you know what? Make sure that the expansion state is persistent. I'm deliberately leaving this kind of open-ended. I just want to see what it does, whether it will be able to look into my previous state and figure out where to store the persistent state, or is it going to like create something weird. And as for DeepSeek, this might be a lost cause. Create hooks for managing expanded state. Use expanded sequences. Use toggle sequences. Okay. No, I'm gonna do a bit more too, because I also helped Opus and GLM 4.5, so I might as well help DeepSeek kind of direct it into a better plan here. Instead of creating 2 new hooks, can we, no. I demand, no, I'm joking. What am I doing? Instead of creating 2 new hooks, only create 1 and make sure that the expansion state of messages is persistent. All right, DeepSeek, don't disappoint me. Wait, who? I need to artificial analysis. I remember seeing okay, I remember seeing, where's the coding benchmark here? Just trying, here it is, coding index. DeepSeek 3.1 has a higher score than Claude 4.1 Opus. But yet GLM 4.5 is performing better than DeepSeek. And Opus is currently performing better than DeepSeek. now I'm kind of these benchmarks mean absolutely nothing. I swear it's just a decoration at this point. Gosh. Right, is this DeepSeek? Let's see, it came out with new plan. All right, add expanded message sequence state to task management store, set string. Oh geez, not. No. I mean, technically it can do this, but it is not what I expected. Not the most not the most optimal plan for sure, but it will probably work. Create use message expansion.ts hook. Returns all expanded sequence ID. Use is sequence expanded. Checks if specific sequence is expanded. Wow, it's making it way more complex than it needs to be. Modified filter messages. Okay, this is getting like, that's fine. Modify store partialized function. Okay. So far, GLM 4.5 is doing the best. Windsurf. And Opus. Let's see where Opus got up to in terms of its plan. Is it done? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna have DeepSeek go ahead and implement this, so I'm not waiting for it forever. Okay, just go ahead and do your thing. And then as for Opus, let's see, expansion state, what's this? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. It completely went off. Opus just completely went off. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's me. I'm not telling it specific enough, but it's creating literally a new store that doesn't need to be there. Okay. You know what? Opus, I will give you a helping hand. Do not create a new store. Instead, we can store the info, the expansion state in unified task. Make sure to analyze all relevant code meticulously before updating before ultra thinking and updating the plan. Okay, you do that, Opus. I am now going to check on GLM 4.5. Okay, it's done. GLM 4.5 has completed its implementation. I am just going to go ahead and check it out. Should already be running. You know what? I will refresh. Okay, go in here. Go and run dev. All right, moment of truth. Is it going to let me expand my messages? High hopes, low hopes, low hope. Oh. Whoa, okay. Well, the animation's kind of buggy, maybe. But it didn't it didn't have a it's not collapse toggle. I cannot recollapse this. And it's persistent at least. Fine. Okay. What about this one? Let's try opening another one. Okay, 2 collapsed messages. Open it. Sure, the animation's kind of weird and it's like just weird, but at least it works. Show for previous message. Oh, I see. It's oh, okay. Show more. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, show more does not work there. Okay. So there are a few bugs that... Hey, Lorenzo. Thanks for tuning in. What am I coding? So this is my Claude Maestro application. Basically, it allows me to manage multiple instances of Claude code without actually having multiple terminal up. And it takes me through my planning phase and coding phase. So, like I can type here, change home page to solid green. I'm just doing something really simple just for showing purposes. So it's created a new task for me. It's going to plan. Once it's done, it's going to come up with a plan like this, something like this. And in this plan, I can actually modify it. It's a markdown file. So just like Notions, if I just do hashtag, it'll give me a title, hello world. And then if I hit this execute plan, it's going to execute this plan. Is it vibe coded? It's coded. I wouldn't say I vibe coded this, but a lot of it was written by Claude Code. Like 98% of it is written by Claude Code. But I do review all the code. I don't know. Vibe coding kind of is is an interesting term. I don't know what the definition is these days for vibe coded. But yeah, I've just been using Claude Code to build this application, basically. And I use this application to continue building on this application as well. Yeah, exactly. If it works, it works. Totally agree. That's how I feel. Yeah, AI is really fun to use. Honestly, it has increased my productivity by leaps and bounds, though sometimes it has slowed me down as well. You like Gemini? Do you use Gemini CLI? The context window is so useful. Yeah, it's great. Actually, I haven't used Gemini at all, so yeah, I need to compare that with Claude Code at some point. I'm just so used to Claude Code features. Yeah, it has a big context window for sure. I just find that I have never reached that context window, or maybe my code base just isn't large enough. I just don't work in that large of a code base. And also, like I use Claude Code's features like the sub agents pretty regularly with commands, so I really love those. And I don't know if Gemini CLI has those features. Yeah. Okay. Okay, GLM-4.5. Oh, and also I can use GLM-4.5 and DeepSeek with Claude Code. So that's kind of a plus as well for me. I guess those works in... I think those work in Gemini CLI as well. Pretty sure. Anyway, I'm just gonna check out my DeepSeek here. Oh wait, this is DeepSeek. Okay, it's still going. Let me check chat. But I use it only when Gemini doesn't work. I see. Yeah. Because of context window. Yeah. Do you think Gemini works in terms of like the code output? The quality is better than Claude Code? What do you normally use it for? Do you use it for game dev, or do you use it for like building applications? I've never actually tested. Like I used to work in Unreal, and I have no idea how good any of these are. Oh, web dev. Okay. Yeah, I could see game dev. Yeah. Game dev is hard, honestly. Everything's in C++. Interesting. You use it for boilerplate. That's cool. Wait, I wonder if I can show the chat. on the stream. Oh, okay, I can show the chat on stream. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh man. Yeah. Oof. Nice. Okay. This is going... I wish there was a way for me to switch. Oh gosh, it's right here. Okay, this one is Opus, I believe. Nope. Wrong window. Oh my gosh, I nearly showed some secrets. That would have been terrible. Okay. Where am I? Opus. Implement ability. Okay. Update unified task type. Do you ever plan using Gemini? Does Gemini? I'm sure Gemini has a plan mode. Gemini CLI. I don't usually, for bigger tasks, I don't usually like to plan the terminal like this. But for this test, for this preliminary test, I do. I'm gonna use it. Oh, you use it from Studio. Wait, Gemini's free. Oh, do you copy and paste your code into the Gemini Google AI Studio then? Oh my gosh, you manually upload files? Dang. That's dedication. I literally am. I'm the most lazy person ever. I could never. Are you serious? Do you just like select a whole folder with... Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That's legit amazing. I've never tried that before. But like what happened if you have like can you... Oh, I guess you select, for example, in my project here, I have like a node folder. Do you just deselect that? I'm guessing you do, right? Or else you'll be uploading your whole node folder as well. That would bloat it out of control, I'm sure. I see. Update store handles. Okay. So I have like templates folder, code folder, CSS folder, stuff like that. I see. Okay. It's very easy to upload only the stuff I need. Yeah. Oh, okay. So you structure it in a way that is like easy to upload already. Okay, that's dope. That's cool. Wait, but then if you upload your code, does that mean you have to copy and paste it back down to your repo once it's done its work? I guess it'll output code that you just have. Okay, I see. Wait, Gemini, you're using Gemini 2.5 Pro, right? That's like the most up-to-date version of Gemini. I want to keep AI out of my editor. Oh, how come? Is there a reason to keep AI out of your editor? Or is it just because you just don't prefer it working like that? Messages. Okay, this. I almost want to YOLO this. You know, I'm just gonna do it. I can always revert it. Yes, and also auto accept edits. GG's. Okay. The editor is a place where I where I make decisions, I'm guessing. I should be in control. If AI is inside my editor, I will use it too much and turn off my brain. That's hilarious. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I think for me, it's super hard to. I can never bring myself to just commit changes whenever I use Claude Code. I still review every single file and I'll be like, what is this? Like, why did it do this? And then I'll just like go back and forth with it until like I get exactly what I want. Because sometimes it makes changes that's either overly complex and verbose, or it just like goes off on a tangent and does something that I don't expect it to do. Do not make mistake. The other one would be do not write any to-dos. Oh my gosh. Though I'm pretty sure in my Claude.md file, I literally say do not write to-dos. Pretty sure. Or I make sure it's a complete implementation somewhere. I don't know. Okay. Looks like, oh, this is DeepSeek. Okay, I am juggling 3 separate work trees right now. This is not how I like to work at all. Yeah, share with me on your link. Share a link, since it's on the web, right? I'll bring it up. What is my comment on GLM-4.5? Honestly, it's surprising. I actually, in this test that I previously just did, and let me just go over what exactly it is again. Basically, I asked it to implement a way to, let me see if I add this, a button to expand messages, and it actually did it. Like it planned out of Opus, GLM-4.5 and DeepSeek, GLM-4.5 is coming out on top so far in terms of implementation and actually getting it to work. With I think the best implementation so far. I haven't code reviewed just yet. I'm still waiting for DeepSeek to do its implementation, and the same with Opus. Still waiting. So we'll see. We'll see. So far, the planning phase goes to GLM 4.5, which is kind of crazy. And I still need to test whether GLM 4.5 and DeepSeek still works with with Claude Code features like sub-agents and commands. So I'll be testing those in just a moment. I'm just waiting while I'm waiting for that. Let me check out Lorenzo. Okay. Oh my gosh. I need to actually open up my Twitch. Wow. Quite a few of you guys are watching on Twitch. That's crazy. Usually people watch me on YouTube. That's interesting. I thought Twitch was normally for gaming. Kanban tool beta. Okay, this is cool. Okay, I will put this on the screen. Give me one sec. this. Tester login. Do I need to sign up? I need to sign up. You're gonna make me sign up. Wait. I need to. Oh my gosh. I feel like Twitch is. Oh my gosh. Am I okay? I thought Twitch was. Yeah. I always thought Twitch was more for gaming. I don't know why. Why? I don't know. I just always thought Twitch was for gaming. That's what it relates to me with. And then YouTube is for more like educational stuff that's more like this. You know? I don't know. I don't go to Twitch to can I really use fake email? I'll just go hello world at Gmail. Oh my gosh. I'm not you know what? I'll just use my actual email. Okay, oh wait, sign up. I'm terrible at this. No. The devlogger at gmail.com. Beta code. I will grab. Wait, where? You know, I'm using StreamYard right now, and it literally doesn't let me copy from chat. So I have to open Twitch and then copy your code from in here. This is really sad. I'm sad of this poorly optimized stream. Okay. Wow, you guys are gonna know my password now. I'm gonna do this off the screen. Not that it matters. I still feel better if I'm not doing this on the screen. Sign up. I'm still new to streaming, so wait, what? Did I do it wrong? A user already registered with this email. Okay, so does that mean I can go to login? Login? It works. Wow, nice. So wait, let me just want to see. So you vibe coded this? Okay, so new board. Test. Hello. How long did it take you? Nice. So it's like Trello. This is cool, dude. Nice work. This is really awesome. Can I? Oh, it has. Wow, nice. What dragon did you use? Like React drag and drop for this? About a month? Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, cause like this is great. Wait, what did sortable JS? Wait, I need to look at this because I've never heard of it before. Sortable. Wait, I just spelled it wrong. Lol. Sortable JS. Holy crap, I never knew this existed. Oh my gosh, my mic. Huh? Wait, what did I use? I used D&D kit. Have you heard of D&D kit? I previously used this before. Though I feel like this might be more complex to use. Maybe. Or it Oh, this is only vanilla JS. I see. Try to optimize everything for performance. Ah, very nice. That's cool. And then you can change. This is this is fun. Wait, can I just want to see like, oh, did you not make it responsive, adaptive to different screen? No mobile yet. I always wonder, like, do people usually worry about mobile later? Like when you're working on an app, do you normally like take care of different screen sizes right away, or is that like a separate process? Because I always have trouble like, yeah, that makes sense. I always wonder like, oh, should I make my app like adaptive, like adapt to different screen sizes immediately, or can I just wait? Yeah, I can see. Yeah, mobile is definitely secondary. So yeah, makes sense. This is cool, dude. This is really awesome. Nice. Nice member. So this the report a bug. Where does this go? Like on your backend, does this send you like a GitHub issue, or does it go into like an analytics service that you're using? Same with make suggestions. Where do these go? Oh, it stays in the database. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. That's really cool. And if I archive board, nice. Very awesome. Very awesome. Sweet. Okay, let me get back to this. Seems like Opus is done, and DeepSeek is done as well. So everything's done. Okay, let's review and see if it works. I have very minimal hope for. Let's go with DeepSeek first. DeepSeek. Which one is DeepSeek? This one's DeepSeek. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Please do give me if you have any feedback or suggestions for my stream, my videos, or whatever I'm doing, even my code or anything. Please do give me feedback or suggestions. I'd love to hear them and improve. You can turn off. You can turn on alerts when people subscribe or follow you. How do I do that? Oh my gosh! You know what? I haven't set this up before. Never set this up before. This. You know what? Let me actually. I've seen people doing that, and I want that too. I want that too. let me. Oh, I can do it on Twitch directly. Okay. Let me just check this out real quick. I'm guessing it's my settings somewhere. You know what? I'm gonna search on Google. Show follow. Oh. Twitch. New follower on stream. You can enable alerts by going to alerts page within creator dashboard. So if I go to Twitch, I go to my creator dashboard. Twitch, go to my creator dashboard. Under alerts, bro, Twitch. your settings is like, oh, notification? No. On Twitch? No, not notification. Channel? Wait. In create a dashboard, alerts. Oh, I need to create my user. Create alert box. Oh, I need to like I need to actually create it. This is more involved than I thought. This is definitely more involved. I can leave the base one, so let's see. Is that it? Is new follow, any new follow on your channel. I hope I'm not revealing any secrets here. I'm gonna die, I'm sure. Randomize? But it to, oh. Okay. So I swear, this is like the most this is new follow. Alert, okay, alert condition. Wow, this is okay. Any new follow on your channel? Yes. Duration 10 seconds. That's fine. Okay, can we enable it now? Back to alert home. Oh, alert box. Rename new follow. Rename box. Okay. And how do I test? How would I know if this is actually working? Can I follow myself? You have to put it into your stream app first. Ew, okay. To test it. On top of the... You have to put it in your streaming app first. There's a button to test it. You know, I will need to look at this later. Let me write down. I'm gonna write a to-do for myself. This is more involved than I thought because I'm using a third-party streaming application, so I need to like... No. Thank you for letting me know. Like, I really appreciate it. I'm still very new to streaming, so I need to like set up a lot of things, but I don't know what I need to do. Like what exactly I need as well. I've been looking at stuff and then I'm doing all this and it's just like there's a lot of things. So this is good. Set up new follower pop up on Twitch. Check out how to do this with StreamYard. Okay, great. Thank you for letting me know. This is awesome. I will do that after this stream. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's see if this actually is working. DeepSeek, you're up first. Fun run dev. Let's... Are you serious? You know what? Is it because I am... Yeah, it hasn't installed. Bun run dev, please don't fail. Thank you. And this one too, cd into my Electron project, bun run dev. Bun install. This is why I don't ever create work trees manually. I always do it through my Claude Code application because it handles all this for me. Clear bun run dev. All right. Man, I have to go. When will I usually stream during this time, like almost every day, except for Saturday and Sunday. Yeah. But if you want to just go to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon, I think that should probably like send you notification whenever I'm on. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. And thanks for all the feedback as well and showing me new stuff. That's awesome. Looking forward to seeing you again. Okay. I think also my YouTube link should be in the description if it's not already. Okay, let's see if this actually is working. It works, but whoa, it is messed up. See you, Lorenzo. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, this is all right. It's like half working. The animation is gross, but at least it expands and collapse. Okay, sure. Why not? This is fine, and this was done by DeepSeek. Okay, let's see. As for, let's see. Where's Opus? Where is my Opus one? Opus. Okay. Opus. Let's see what you did, Opus. Bun install. Bun run dev. This is going to be so disappointing, I swear. GLM-4.5 just beat these two. And I'm paying so much for Opus right now. Electron bun install. Bun run dev. All right, let's go in here. It did something very similar to, oh, actually, and it's broken. All of it, every single model here has done it with some kind of weird caveat. I mean, none of them, obviously, I didn't expect any of them to one-shot this, but it's better than nothing. Okay, fine. If that's the case, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up this all the work tree, and then, actually, should I? You know what? I've been meaning to do that. I want to set up Playwright. I heard, I was watching the Claude Code Talks and they were talking about that, and I've been meaning to set that up. Really? Maybe for you, for me, it might take a while. I've never used Playwright before though. That's the thing. It is one command. Are you serious? Do you have a link? Oh, there's an MCP. Okay. Playwright MCP. This one, I'm guessing. Model Context Protocol server that provides browser automation capabilities using Playwright. This server enables LM to interact with web pages through structured accessibility snapshots, bypassing the need for screenshot of. Okay, this is awesome, but I don't know if it's going to work for my application just yet, because my application is an Electron application, and basically I disabled a lot of the UI if the Next.js project is accessed from a browser environment and not an Electron environment. That's the thing. But this is legit awesome. I'm just gonna copy and paste this into my. Can I just copy? You know what? I'll just copy and paste this into my MCP server right now. So that at least I have it, and then I can look at it. Hopefully, because eventually this application is going to be online. Basically, what I'm gonna have is I'm gonna make my Electron project here. If it even shows up. Where is it? Bro, did it die on me? My Electron project died. If I can actually run dev. I'm basically going to turn all this whole application into an agent as in like not an AI agent, but the Electron app is going to be an agent that runs in the background on your Mac. And then this whole front end, which is a Next.js project, can just be on the web. And then it can then talk to the local agent, if that makes sense. And then you'll be able to access this page from anywhere. And then it'll queue up your task locally and work using Claude Code locally on your machine, whatever. Instead of like, so this works very much the same way as OpenAI Codex, but instead of like on a third-party cloud, it's actually going to just be on your machine that is running the Electron agent. But what's sick is you can also do things like use Playwright to look at docs for whatever, to get latest docs too. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, yeah. Let me open up nope. This is DeepSeek. Where is my main branch? This is the main branch. All right. I am gonna go to my MCP server. Where is my MCP JSON? Here. And I'm hoping I'm doing this right because I feel like I don't use MCP server enough. Okay, that's all I need to do, and I'm actually just gonna commit this. Add changes, just that one. Added Playwright to MCP. Okay, I really need to start creating like a project template just with all my favorite Claude Code configuration and things like that. Okay, let's see. Let's look at, well, there's a command in Playwright docs to install it globally as well. Oh, there is? Oh, whoops. I should have just ran this, right? Cloud desktop. Let's see. I should have just done this. Whoops. Here. I'm terrible. This is amazing. Thank you. Oh my gosh. As you can see, I don't read documentations. I do. I just don't read them meticulously like an AI does. I just see the first thing and copy and paste. Oh, how far I've fallen. Okay. Let's keep moving. Am I actually going to... I'm not gonna finish this. Actually, I actually like what... I don't like what DeepSeek and Opus did for this feature. I mean, it's kind of broken, honestly. Let's look at that. And this is from Opus too. Going back to, this is really hard to manage. This is extremely annoying to manage. Close, turn this off. Oh, there's a server running somewhere. That's why there's a server running somewhere. It's not like Opus. It's not. I know there must be a command to like. I'm so sorry. This is so terrible management. Window management. I wish there was an easier way to do this. Here it is. Oh, it was running DeepSeek. Okay, now I want to test out Opus. So DeepSeek was kind of failing, but run dev here. So now it's port 3000, which is the one my Electron project is loading. Now it's actually loading the Opus version of this. Okay. Yeah, Opus kind of died. Maybe my instructions were just terrible. I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right. What am I doing now? Man, this mic needs to stay. I got some pancakes for myself. I'm hungry. And my Electron project died again. Okay, well, I think that's a good test of where we're at. But now I want to test if GLM-4.5 and DeepSeek works if I use the agent and commands stuff, which I am going to do right now. We're going to implement the same thing because it's kind of easy to just test this out and see which one actually works, which one doesn't. And for that, let me just revert the changes that has been made so far. Okay, I'm going to stash 9 files here. Gonna go to this one. Whoa. Grab all of this. Stash changes. M1. Okay. And then as for DeepSeek, I'm also going to grab all this. Discard, nope, stash changes, implementation 1. Okay, that's fine. Now, what I'm gonna do is, let's go back to GLM-4.5, which is this one. Okay. And for this one, what I'm gonna do is, I am actually gonna use my command to trigger agents. So let's clear all this. And I'm gonna be using this command here. First, I'm gonna create a plan, and then I'm gonna execute the plan with the create agent command, and then use implement command to implement the plan with the agents. Oh, okay. Let's do it. And first, I'm gonna slash create plan. Add ability to expand and collapse. Okay, this is send and collapse messages. For example, if user clicks on the text saying 3 previous message collapsed, all previous messages should be shown. This prompt might be really bad. Does this make sense? Okay, for example, if user clicks on the text saying this, all previous message should be shown. I'm actually gonna need to draft this. I need to draft this. Draft this plan. So add ability to expand and collapse messages. For example, if user clicks on text saying 3 previous message collapse, all previous messages should be shown. Animation should not fade in. You know what? No animation. Make sure there is no animation at all when messages being expanded or collapse. Ooh, whoops. I shouldn't have done that. I spelled relevant wrong. Relevant, whatever, doesn't matter. Analyze all relevant code before ultra thinking of the best implementation of the best and simplest solution for this feature. Make sure to utilize as much of existing code as possible. I think I don't need this portion, but I'm just going to, because this is already in my create plan command. So let me just delete. So if I go create plan here, I grab my plan, and let's go ahead and create a plan. Okay, so this in GLM 4.5 is going to work on this. We'll see if it obeys my command. While it's doing that, let's go ahead and push and kick off DeepSeek as well. Clear /create plan. Paste that in. Right. And then what I'm going to do is, lastly, I'm going to use Opus. And obviously this will work because I've been using this for the whole time. But I still want to see the comparison. There is no way I can. I guess this is the best way to show all of them at once for now. Opus, GLM 4.5, and DeepSeek. I should have created a work tree for GLM. It would be much clearer. It would be so much clearer. And these take really long. Okay, looks like Opus is done. And I can check out this file. See the plan. Add ability to expand and collapse messages in task detail. It's done. When users click on the text, all previous collapse messages should be shown. The implementation must avoid animation during expand collapse actions and leverage existing code as much as possible. Okay. Message filtering logic already tracks visible is collapse. Message display components. Wonderful. Current behavior. Yes. Implementation approach core strategy. Preserve existing filtering logic. Allow toggle between. Okay. Key. There's a lot actually. I don't really want to go through all of it. For the sake of the stream, I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm just going to quickly read through this and just make sure that whatever it's implementing is not like totally off base here. I don't need testing requirements. I don't need that. Edge case handling. Okay, performance consideration, no animation. Looks fine. Implementation, core. Okay, success criteria. Yep, that looks fine. Okay, that's Opus plan. Now let's check out the plan that GLM has provided. Okay, so it did write the plan according to my command specification, which is great. So now I know that using a different model, which is GLM-4.5, does obey the Claude code functionalities such as command. Add ability for user to manually. Yep. Implementation plan changes. Use collapse message. This is less verbose than Opus, but nevertheless, good. Now let's see what DeepSeek wrote here. Existing component, right. Current collapse behavior, consecutive assistant message are collapsed, showing only the last one. Yeah, this looks fine. Implementation strategy, state management, add state, okay. Expand collapse logic, collapse sequence. Clickable collapse count. Wow. Message history integration. That's fine. Type extensions. No animation requirements. Performance consideration. Testing plan. And no, I do not need to test. Backwards compatibility. No. Do not add backwards compatibility. File to modify. Okay, message history, message bubble. Implementation timeline. Yeah, not doing that myself. This leverage existing patterns and minimizes code duplication while providing requested functionality without animation. Okay, I mean, all the models at least can use the command, Claude Code command. However, now it's time to use the agents. let's go ahead and create agents. I'm gonna go, and I'm doing this with GLM first. I'm gonna go use the command, my command create agent, and I'm gonna pass it the plan, and it's gonna go ahead and start creating agents for me for the specific plan that I passed into it. Okay, moving on to this one is for Opus. Obviously this one will work. So create agent, plan 200, go. Okay, and then the last one will be DeepSeek. Where are you, DeepSeek? Here it is. Clear. I am going to create agent, pass in my plan. Wonderful, and let it do its thing. Now, I'm really curious. Okay, so GLM 4.5 does work with agents, sub-agents as well. Oh, dang, this is awesome. Okay, both GLM and DeepSeek works with sub-agents, Claude Code sub-agents. Well, this kind of changes the game now. That just means that all Claude Code features work with these different models. I mean, if it's that, if GLM 4.5 continues to beat out DeepSeek and Opus, I might just like unsubscribe to Claude, to Anthropic model completely, because this is like not, this is this unprecedented. I've tried GLM 4.5 on Claude Code. The details shows 120 prompts every 5 hours. In fact, my balance isn't being deducted. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh, dude, it's insane. I swear, like, I don't know, but I feel like not many people are talking about GLM 4.5. It seems really good, like the test that I've been running on it. I mean, I've used it before and I've just started looking more into it recently. And it's really decent. It's really good. So I am really curious now. I'm just, is Anthropic subscription really worth $200 or $100 for that max plan? That's really... And now that these model just works with Claude Code out of the box, like, is there even a need? Well, this is GLM 4.5. It created hook engineer, test engineer. I guess it modified this file, which is fine. TypeScript engineer. Oh, hilarious. Wow, this is so specific. Analyze requirement, review the plan in... I told it not to do this. I specifically said not to make it so specific to the plan, but let's see what Claude Code, let's see what Opus did. Animation removal agent. Sure. Message bubble interaction agent. Okay, message expansion state agent. This is, oh, man. I said not to be this specific. This is even worse than what GLM 4.5 did for agent creation. Or maybe my prompt is just not good for this. DeepSeek. Let's see what DeepSeek has done so far. Base message bubble. You are a specialized UI component engineer focused on enhancing base message bubble component when clickable expansion functionality. Okay. Base. Wow, this naming. No. Yeah, no, 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 and no. Okay. DeepSeek has not done a great job at creating the agents. I think the best one would probably be GLM 4.5. It actually created proper agents here. Okay. Let's go ahead and utilize these agents to implement the plan. So implement 200, plan 200. Let's go ahead and do that. Go, and then in Opus, I'm going to go as well, implement plan 200. And then as well as for DeepSeek, let's go ahead and implement plan 200. Oh man, GLM is coming out on top. All right. Oh, wow, these are all doing the work. Okay, let's see where Opus is at. It has launched 2 agents in parallel. Let's see GLM 4.5. GLM 4.5 has not launched agents in parallel. And in fact, did it not use agents? Oh no. Oh, interesting. So does that mean that, well, technically it should be able to use agents. I just don't know why it's not using agents. DeepSeek is not using any agents at all. So GLM 4.5 and DeepSeek are not using the sub-agents. Well, Opus is clearly using the sub-agents, as you can see here. This is... This is kind of a shame. I wonder why, because it did use the agent creator when I explicitly tell it to. Is it just bad at calling sub-agents? Maybe it's just bad at calling sub-agents. Rough. That is rough. Or should I make it more explicit? Analyze all the current. Oh, geez. So DeepSeek and GLM really aren't. This is Opus. This is DeepSeek. And DeepSeek and GLM here is just not calling agents at all. I think it's because I'm pretty sure it's because of my prompt that the agents are not spawning for GLM 4.5. There's got to be a way to make this work. Clearly it works when I specifically tell it, use agent creator. But when I have it determine what agents to use, it ends up not using any agent. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Time to see if. Okay, Claude Code's still going. I mean, Opus still going. Man, it's been a while. All three are still going. All three are still going. Hmm. Okay. DeepSeek has finished implementing the feature. Unfortunately, it did not use any sub-agents. So now it makes me question, does it, when I pair Claude Code with DeepSeek, does that mean that it does not use sub-agents? Well, it clearly did when I specifically asked it to. But if I leave it more open-ended and use a command that says determine which agents are best suited for the plan, it ends up not using any, even though there's clearly agents that are very, very specific for the plan. Oh, geez. Now I am confused. But anyway, let's just run and see what it has done here. Let's see if it's any better than the first time. Yeah, it didn't do anything. That's dead. Nope, it's dead. That did not work at all. Okay, DeepSeek, you are probably the worst out of all three so far. What is this? Yes, and don't ask again. Running foundational agents, filtering enhancement. Claude Code has been getting better at running agents now. I feel like I guess these models still cannot compete with Claude Code. It's so, in terms of running agents, in terms of running sub-agents, that is. But if without sub-agents, can totally compete with Claude Code, especially GLM 4.5. DeepSeek, DeepSeek's okay. In my mind, the best is going to be tied currently between Opus and GLM 4.5, and then DeepSeek's like, there's a bit of a gap between DeepSeek and those two. Okay, well, DeepSeek failed, so then I'm just waiting for GLM 4.5 and Opus to complete its task. Implementation complete. I've success. Okay. So this is GLM 4.5. Let's see what it did. Wait, actually, let me double check. Okay. I mean, it works, but I can't collapse it now. And I said there shouldn't be any animation, but there's still animation, which kind of sucks, but at least it was better than DeepSeek. This one's just forever stuck. That's fine. And then okay. 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 The GLM 4.5 didn't do too bad. It's actually the best implementation so far between it and DeepSeek. But then now we got to check the reigning champ, which would be Opus, which is literally have been taking over 10 minutes now. I swear, this is taking forever. It's not that complex task either. All right, this is okay, this is taking forever. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going... Is it going to finish? Okay. I'm going to... Is it done? Every time I'm about to leave, it's gonna continue doing the work. Okay. What am I doing? What? Okay, it's still working on it. I don't know. I feel like it's overly complicating this now. This is adding more files than needed, and no, this is modifying more files than needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't even... Yeah, this is making it way more complex than it needs to be. Again, not great. This is not great. GLM is actually doing better. Did better than Claude Code without sub-agents. Yeah, it did better than Claude Code without sub-agents too. Shoot. That's unfortunate. I'm still debating whether sub-agents are any good or not. Like, I've seen... It's so hard to compare because most of the time I try using sub-agents and then I don't use sub-agents and I seem to get very similar results. Not sure how much of an improvement or whether that workflow is even worth like looking into. Is it just mainly making the workflow more complex for minimal gains, or is it actually substantial? Still debating. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop the stream right here, and then I will come back again later today, and then we'll actually take a look at the results, because this is kind of disappointing. I feel like I have a good grasp on which model is currently better than the other. It's just certain models. I feel like GLM is very good at just implementing the code, while Claude Code is very good at following instructions. And I mean, GLM and Claude and Opus is literally on the same level, I feel like, but Opus is actually a lot better if it comes to sub-agents. GLM 4.5 just does not call sub-agents unless you explicitly tell it to call sub-agents. And then DeepSeek is just like way no good. It's really between Opus and GLM 4.5. DeepSeek just can't. I mean, it's not terrible. It's okay. It's just not as good. So that's where I'm at with all this. And GLM 4.5 is definitely much faster, much faster than Opus when it works. It just goes through things at a much quicker pace, while Opus has now taken like 20 minutes using sub-agents to implement the same feature that I asked DeepSeek and GLM to do. Just not... I just don't think... Is it good? Is it better? Is it better? I don't know if it's... Opus is just not substantially better than GLM 4.5, objectively. I don't think. it's probably a little bit better, just not such a huge jump to warrant the $3 versus $100 price. All right, I think that's it for my stream for now. I will probably come back today at a later time today. Thank you you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.